So, now for something more practical. I loaded a patch into the RozzBox that just plays a triangle wave. I already told you that each voice of the RozzBox has its own 4-line sequencer, so it's best to go to a monophonic mode for not getting confusing results. Now it's just one voice. I also mentioned that in most of the factory patches some connections are already established. For example, that LFO is already triggering sequencer 1 and sequencers 2 to 4 are as usual following sequencer 1. If you want to listen to the sequencer, you have to make some connections. I connect here sequencer 1's analog output to the pitch of all oscillators. I turn up the modulation amount, then I go to the sequencer 1 page. I make some changes here and press a button. Then you can hear the sequencer running. Going back to page A, I can change the speed of the LFO, which is triggering the sequencer. I can go back to sequencer 1 and change the dimension. Now, as you see, the envelopes are still triggered by the keyboard. You can trigger the envelopes by the LFO as well. Go to the trigger matrix, connect LFO1, that's the LFO which is triggering the sequencer, connect LFO1 to envelope 2 trigger, and that's what it does. Then you can disconnect this again, trigger matrix, disconnect LFO1 from envelope 2 trigger, and it's turned off. That's maybe the most simple way of triggering the sequence. The next thing that you may want to do is to set up the step duration for each of the steps. You can use sequencer line 2 for this. Sequencer 2 follows at the moment sequencer 1. Its running mode is following sequencer 1. So you can connect by the trigger matrix sequencer 2 duration to envelope 2 trigger. Then you go to page A, choose sawtooth, then you go to sequencer 2 and make adjustments for the step durations.